at section I.1 for IXL Grade 8. This is about identifying proportional relationships. And this one's pretty straightforward, but we're going to talk about the reason why. So ultimately what it means to be proportional means that if I pick any 2 points, for example, if I pick this point and this point, now this first one is the point we go over 2, up 4, so 2 along the x, and 4 up, so 2, 4. And this one we go over 4 and up 8, so that's 4, 8. Well, the idea is that I want to compare the change in these to say, okay, we have 8 over 4, and is that proportional to 4 over 2? And sure enough, it is. So this is a proportional relationship. But the key part is this right here. That's called the origin. And if the line is straight and it passes through the origin, it is directly proportional. You'll also hear it called direct variation. It varies directly. As the x increases, so does the y. So that is all we're looking at. That's going along the same rate. So over 2 up 4, over 2 up 4, over 2 up 4. So again, they vary directly. So this would be a yes. So now let's look at one that does not. So I've already kind of given this one away. Alright, so this one we look at and say, okay, let's take a couple of points. I see this point here. That is the point over 2 up 5, so 2, 5. And I see, we can do, this one looks good. So we go over 6 and up 9. So now if we compare them, we say 9 over 5 and 6 over 2. So again, I'm just comparing the y's and the x's, and I see that 9/5, that goes in 1.8 times, and this goes in 3. So this is clearly not a proportional relationship. And visually we can see that because it does not go through the origin, it's not going to be proportional. And really what's happening is this point is what's throwing things off. We're adding 3 before we ever even start, and that's what's changing the proportions on this one. So we have this extra, so that's why it's not working out. So let's look at a couple more. So let's look at one on the left, souvenirs that Brian has bought. So is there a directly proportional relationship? Well, it goes through the origin. It is a straight line, so that's a yes. Is the relationship directly proportional? It's not in the origin. It starts up here, so that is a no. And then the last kind you'll see here, the last kind look like this, and they're word problems. So it says Doug's graduation picnic cost $7 for the decorations, plus an additional $7 for each attendee. For each attendee. So if that means, if we look at this as a graph, it's $7, right? $7 for 0 attendees. Well, if 1 person comes, we have to add another 7 on there. If 2 people come, that's another $7 still. So we have a straight line, but if nobody attends, it costs them $7. So this is not proportional. Now Shannon buys 6 postcards during each day of vacation. So we can graph this again. So on day 0, she bought 0 postcards because it's each day of vacation. She doesn't have postcards to start with. So on day 1, she bought 6. On day 2, she bought 12. So here's for day 1, day 2, and sure enough, this is a line that goes through the origin. So this one is proportional because there was no initial starting number.